again. I came outside to tell you a wonderful story today, and it's called a parable. Have you ever heard of that word? So parables are stories, and this parable is a parable that Jesus told people. Jesus really wanted people to know how special they were and how they could use their specialness with other people. So this parable is called Salt and Light, and you can find it in the book of Matthew 5, verses 13 to 16. And I'm gonna read you from the Celebrate Wonder Bible story. And it says like that. Jesus was teaching the crowds. He said, "You are the salt of the world. Like salt, you are available. If salt was to stop being salty, it wouldn't be salt anymore. If you were to stop being you, we would lose something important. Don't let the world take away the things that make you who you are." Jesus kept teaching, "You are the light of the world. Let the light shine. Show the world the goodness of God's love through the way you live and act." Isn't this a beautiful story? Now I might think, what does that really mean? Well, let's talk about salt and light. And we're gonna do a little experiment, so maybe you can understand better what Jesus really meant when he said that you should be the salt and light. You know, if you like food like I do, you are probably already noticed that when you eat something, let's say popcorn, without any salt, it tastes pretty different than when you add a little bit salt. And so is the food we eat every day, right? When our parents or the adults in our house make some food for dinner, it's always tastes very special if we add some salt. So salt at the time when Jesus lived was also very important. Actually, people even got paid with salt because it was very valuable. Like, it cost a lot. That's why Jesus used that, so people will understand that he wanted them to be the salt in somebody else's life, to know how valuable they were, like how much they really meant, and to share all that goodness would make somebody else's life much better. So I thought I would use a little experiment to show you the difference between having salt, making a difference, and not. So I got 2 glasses, see, empty. Oops, I poured some water before, and I have a jar of water. So I'm gonna fill 2 glasses with water. Let me fill a little more. So they are equally filled. See, the other thing I brought is an egg, just from our chicken coop. And of course, salt. So I'm gonna dip this egg into the first glass of water, and let's see what's gonna happen. Can you all see? The egg stays in the bottom. Like, now, this cup, I'm gonna pour a lot of salt. I hope that's enough. And I'm gonna stir. You can use anything you have home to try to do this. So I mix the water. Let me see. Ooh, pretty salty. Have you guys ever been in the ocean? The ocean is salty like this. So now I'm gonna collect my egg. This salt settle. Hope you can see. And I'm gonna pour my egg into the salty water to see what will happen. See, you can barely now see. It's pretty dense. I'm gonna put my egg. Can you see what just happened? I'm gonna show it very close. The egg didn't sink. That's because the water is really dense because of the salt. See the difference? Well, I just have the same egg. With this water, without the salt, it sank. With this water, the egg surfaces. See? That is what Jesus meant when he said, I want you to be the salt in other people's life. I want you to know that you are somebody very, very special. And by showing that, you can make a difference. You can stand out. You can really be that salt in somebody's life to make a difference. The same thing he did talk about the light. Now, if you are in a dark place and don't have any light, or you can see at night if you use a flashlight, you can really see what's going on, right? Or if you tell a friend, come by my house, but you live in a house that looks just like every other house, but you tell this friend, look for the light in my house, and you turn on the light, the friend will very easily find your house. But that's what Jesus meant when he said, be the salt and light. He wanted to say, to tell you how special you are and what the difference you can make to share his love. So maybe if you find anyone that doesn't have a very good day or is having some trouble, you can add some flavor and tell that person how special that person is to change their whole world. Now, what makes you unique? What makes you who you are? Because Jesus reminded us that we should be who we are and show other people in love. Tell other people, yes, you can be special too because I am special. I'm unique and so can you. You are the light and salt. And this week, I hope you can find out how special and unique you are and how you can show others that a life with Jesus, a life with salt and light makes a whole difference in somebody else's world. So if you find a friend that isn't having a good day or something, maybe you can help. Ask that friend, do you want to play with me? Or what can I do so you can feel better? That is what it means to be the salt and light in somebody else's life. So you can really lift them up and show them all the love you have. Remember, this month we talked a lot about praising God with song, music, dance, and with being the salt and light, so we can share God's love. I would like to invite you now to pray with me. Dear God, we are so grateful for you and all our blessings. We thank you so much for teaching us and showing us about salt and light, and to teach people how special they are, and to encourage them to share that specialness with the whole world. In your name, amen. I hope you have a wonderful week, and maybe you can remember even to sing that song, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine." Maybe you can try the experiment at home. Salty. And make a difference in somebody else's life. I see you next week. Bye bye. Much love to you all.